Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot reading for May 25th through the 31st of 2020. So we're back, and do be sure to check out your June 2020 readings. Those are going up as quickly as I possibly can do them. And happy birthday to all of my Geminis. It is now officially Gemini season. So stick around at the end, guys. I have some announcements like why I can't get into Instagram and why I haven't done my weeklies last week and why I wasn't able to do the May monthlies. So stick around at the end for those announcements. But let's get right into the astrology here. So a lot has happened astrologically, right? We can all feel that, right? Because of last week. We had 3 major outer planets go retrograde. So with Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter, all of these outer planets that are retrograding, they actually retrograde much slower because they are such large outer planets. So this is actually going to feel a lot similar to how we felt in January. And the reason for that is there's going to be possibly this return of an influence that was similar to that that happened at the outbreak actually of COVID-19 in January. So this is when Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all aligned on January 12th, kind of signifying the real beginning of the outbreak and the beginning of this whole COVID-19 situation. So I'll be interested to see at what this kind of energy brings up, especially, beginning this week and moving forward. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on it to make sure, we're not going into some type of second wave of it or something else. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this and see where it's going. The only other really big thing astrologically that's happening is Thursday, May 28th, we have Mercury moving into Cancer. And later in June, it will be retrograding in Cancer. So watch out for that. It's gonna hit its pre-shadow June 2nd. All right, and with that, that's all the astrology for this week. So we're gonna get right into the reading now. Alrighty, Geminis, Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So happy to have the sun in your sign. It's going to be a busy and very interesting month. Your June reading should be up, so do check that out for the month ahead. It was the first up. We're using the Tarot Muka today to check out your week ahead. Gonna pull a few more and we're gonna get right into it here. It's looking very good. I do feel like there's gonna be some random surprises in the next month or so, and I think that has a lot to do with the eclipses, but it feels like for you, it's starting a little bit early. Yeah, that's good. All right, I like that combination. All right, so your theme and focus this week here, the World and the Four of Cups. It's time to put an end to where we're not satisfied. If you've been sitting and feeling emotionally dissatisfied, frustrated with something, not really happy, what's being offered to you at this time, especially in terms of your emotional connections and maybe how you emotionally feel about work or a relationship, or just in general, maybe it's the whole isolation situation, but the world says we're putting an end to how we feel with this situation. We're no longer going to be sitting here saying, there's not much I can do and I can't take this cup because I'm not happy about it, or I've got these, for whatever reasons that you are pushing away opportunity to change, an opportunity to expand your life. You are now saying, screw that. I'm not going to sit here and complain and moan and feel like I'm stuck when really I'm not. It's all about perspective. So you're kind of closing up that situation there. The 10 of Pentacles, I really like here for your energy, how you're feeling. Very grounded, very stable, very abundant. You might be feeling really wealthy and successful in terms of money, in terms of success right now. We could just also be having a really nice time at home, really making that place beautiful. There's just a sense of hominess and stability, security, and just a lot of abundance and abundance in a material way, but also abundance in happiness. Maybe we're eating good foods, feeling really good physically this week, but it's just a really good way to be feeling. I gotta be honest here, when you get the 10 of Pentacles, it's feeling very powerful in terms of your material, in terms of your home situation, very comfortable, really stable. So you're feeling really good right now. This is going to be a really good week for you. And again, you're going to feel very grounded, I feel, this week, despite some changes happening like this. In terms of career and financials, we get the Tower, which came right out. So we're having a situation, again, kind of fall down. And I feel like if you guys have been frustrated with the situation in terms of work and financials, you know, with that Four of Cups, like you're putting that to bed. Like hell no am I going to be dealing with this. This is the sun is in my sign now. It's time for me to restructure the new world, restructure my new year ahead and where I want to be going. And I'm not going to be sitting here and letting things like that happen anymore. I'm not going to just sit on my butt and feel discontented. I'm going to make some changes. And sometimes the Tower comes in. It feels to me almost like you have manifested this because you have been sitting at that point for too long and you have been desiring more. You have been desiring the end to a situation. So things that have been, that we've built up to a certain point that are not stable, that do not have a solid foundation, are going to fall away. But also I feel that, whatever the Tower is doing, it's bringing in this Chariot moment here. And I do feel that we're going to see a lot of progression moving forward if we're able to bring, opposite things that are maybe driving us this way or that way. If you're trying to ride two horses with one butt, it's going to be hard, but you're going to have to find a way to do it right now. And I mean that, and that I feel that some of you might be having opportunities like in a side hustle or a side job, or for some of you, this could be the job opportunity that you've wanted but haven't expected and didn't see coming in. So I feel that this is a really good week for you. You could be getting some really sudden opportunities that lead you to somewhere else. And maybe they don't start until the fall for some of you. I don't know why I get like Virgo season there, or even Cancer season, but it feels like you're getting opportunities to start moving ahead and, that put you in the driver's seat and drive you towards where you want to go. So this situation might upend you in terms of you might have to move. You might have to leave a job and a place where you felt really stable and comfortable. And you're like, wow, I just finally like made this place and situation my home. And now I feel like it's time to move forward. And so I find often with Cancers, it gets that way. You get comfortable, you get stable, but now it's time to expand into a different shell. It's time to drive, what your true desires are forward. Are you really gonna sit and pretend that where you're at is really paying the bills, is really making you emotionally happy? It's time for growth and it's time for more here. So interesting. Anyways, I'm sorry, that was a lot. 5 of Cups here actually comes up for relationship. I was like, how do I segue that into this? But 5 of Cups is not very happy. Let's be honest here. It's sad. We're maybe mourning over the loss of something within a relationship. Maybe we've had some fights. We've had a difficult time. Or we're missing some aspect of connection that we just can't seem to get right now. And you have to remember Venus is retrograde. So some of you could be like thinking back on older times with your partner, or, why aren't they like this anymore? Why don't they do these romantic things for me? Why don't they ever buy me flowers, do this, do that? Why don't I ever receive notes from them? I just feel like forgotten. But it's like, look at how your love has transformed and grown, and maybe you should be appreciating what you do have. And also, if you want something, it's time to communicate about it. But in the face of that 5 of Cups, it feels like you can really put it in perspective and see this from a different viewpoint. With Venus in retrograde, you have to remember and be very aware of that and be more diplomatic and intelligent about really what's happening here. Because the King of Swords doesn't, he's very authoritative within his life. He sees things very clearly. He speaks very clearly. He's very intelligent in his mind about things, able to connect in a more mental way. So maybe we're not feeling the emotional and physical connection as much, but your intelligence and, your minds are feeling very connected within a relationship. And if you accept the energy for what it is, and that sometimes, we have highs and lows, not everything is always aligned perfectly within a relationship. 4 of Wands, we can experience happiness and joy and harmony exactly where we're at. And especially, if you're married, you have kids, this is a really nice week to focus more on the present, because again, Venus retrograde might be bringing up some past problems, past emotional issues, and emotional inconsistencies, and we might just need to face them a little bit more head on, deal with them, and literally again put it in perspective and grow from it, instead of lamenting and feeling all the emotional sadness and blah blah blah. It's getting aligned where we're at and experiencing the harmony and joy that we do have, and the thing, how far we have come and what we do have to celebrate in our connection here. And if you are not in a relationship, you might be meeting an Aquarius or another air sign like a Libra or another Gemini this week. But I do want to say, I want to warn you, if that's someone coming back from the past, just recognize that things that come up in Venus retrograde don't usually stick around past Venus retrograde, and you're not going to be real happy about them once it ends. Yeah, just don't rush into things, because this is just the beginning, and this person might not be as mature and stable as you make them out to be. So you might be feeling really emotionally connected because of, you know, maybe you're just talking a lot, where the communication's very good. We're very on each other's mental levels, and it can feel really exciting. But again, I would just caution you to not jump headfirst into new love relationships right now, at least not until Venus goes back direct, because again, it's retrograding in your sign. So it's really about how you view love, and it's going to be messy, so just watch out for that. Check out astrologers like Cam White, Gregory Scott, Braca Goldsmith for more information on that stuff, because there's a lot happening right now and I can only go through so much. Your advice this week here, Knight of Cups and Page of Swords. I really like this combination, because it's like, you know, have a little bit of dream and, you know, happiness and emotional confidence in your step here. You know, be a little bit of a dreamer, but also be aware of the realities. You know, it's okay to dream, but it's also good to look at the realities and watch out for things that might be coming in as too dreamy, too naive, and too much this week, especially within yourself. So it's kind of it's like striking a real balance. So just try not to beat yourself up too much, or to, you know, have that voice inside your head kind of crush your dreams when they're getting like, wow, wouldn't this be amazing, and I'm feeling this way and I want to do this. Don't crush your own dreams, but do look at them with an introspective and intelligent, more air-minded eye, okay? From a place of intelligence and authority. Okay, let's pull a couple of oracles here. We'll pull one romance angel. Children. So yeah, for those of you with children, they're at play this week, and maybe it's been a lot to spend as much time with your children as you have been lately. It might be very difficult, but again, your love life is being affected by children. Maybe some of you are like, wow, maybe I want to be a mom or be a parent right now. Again, I'm going to caution you to just wait until the retrograde is over. But it also says you need to also just have more fun. Be more, you know, your inner child calls to you, and what does it want right now? And it's important to pay heed and pay attention to that part of yourself as well, and to feed it, because it deserves love, happiness, and joy too. It is a very true part of ourselves. Let's pull a Lynn V. Andrew Oracle card here. A lot of people ask me where I get these, but these were a gift that a friend got me from a antique store in Boston, so I don't know where you can get these. I don't even know if they sell them, if they make them, whatever, but they're wonderful cards if you do find them. Truth. What a beautiful card here too, right? And you guys have the world. The world obviously showed up in your June reading as well. So the world is a major theme for you right now. Huge cycles that are coming to completion and new ones that are beginning. So have high hopes, have high goals, and don't hold yourself back. Are you living your truth? Your being is like a spirit lodge. Within this sacred place is your realization in the divine light of your creation. Live in your spirit lodge surrounded by peace and joy. Outside your lodge is the great wilderness where the rest of the world lives. That wilderness can become a battleground stained with the blood of ignorance and earthly pain. To have lasting power in the world, you must earn the trust of those around you. Most people live without a sacred place within, without a spirit lodge, and they do not know how to enter the spirit lodges of others. Live within your sacred truth. So, Geminis, those are your messages for this week. Hope you enjoyed them. All right, guys, do make sure to check out your monthlies. Do make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you do want to book a private reading, guys, all that information is always right below this video in the description box. Do check out Truly Divine for some really amazing astrology and numerology chart analysis. They do compatibility reports that just are incredible. So you can use my code Deku30 for 30% off of any purchase that you make with them. You can use it as many times as you want. You can send it to as many people that can also use it as many times as they want. So use that, guys. It's also in my description box. And so if you are trying to get in contact with me on Instagram right now, I don't know what's going on. I'm stuck in this verification loop, and I cannot get on for even more than it's crazy. I get on and then I'm off again, and then I have to go through all these crazy things because Instagram doesn't have support or help and is not responding to me. So this has been a really frustrating and difficult time. So if you're wondering again, why I'm not responding on Instagram, why I'm not posting anything, it's because I can't get on right now. I don't know what the heck is going on, and it'd be great if a interface with billions of users like Instagram had support and help that actually responded, but they don't. So it's frustrating. Also, I just wasn't able to do the weeklies last week because I was sick. I still haven't gotten my results back because that's Florida for you. It's been like over a week. They were like, we're going to get them back to you within 1 to 2 days. So who knows right now? And I'm feeling a lot better, obviously. So hopefully it wasn't that. But I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. Thank you again for all of your support, guys. Make sure to leave me a comment. Make sure to subscribe. And have a blessed week. Namaste.